Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Harmonious Engineering, and I've been working on getting some pressure chambers up and running for auto crafting. And I'm honestly thinking the small ones will be just fine for us. But got two 3x3s here. These are going to be like this one here is probably just going to be like compressed iron, compressed stone. This one I'm not sure yet, but I'm curious to see how well it'll work putting a crafter right on the interface. Now this one is probably going to be for multi-ingredient recipes, um, hence the hopper. Actually, you know what? I don't have any air pressure in there yet. Let's get these two small ones. Oh, missed. These two small ones here hooked up into there. And that should balance the pressure out between all three. Hey, look, our pressure's coming up. All right, cool. Let's go make a recipe for compressed iron. So this thing here, and we want to do pressure chamber. All right, done. And let's go ahead, toss you into here. It's almost nighttime again. Oh well. At least I don't have to worry about mobs anymore. So, all right. So let's okay, I have 83. Crafter monitor. Okay, it managed to shove all 10 of those into there without a problem. Cool. And for now, we're just going to have... Wow, okay, they're done. 10. I'm going to have to go manually cancel that recipe. Or I could get this working a little bit better. So let's go ahead. Oh, I had my conveyor belts there. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get that on the hotbar. And yeah, see, I knew you were going to do that. There we go. Let's put a conveyor belt here now. Shift right click. Whack it twice. No. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, just to be a little sneakier, I guess. Conveyor here. And how do I want to do this? I could put the interface right here. And then I could just put you there, right? And yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So I need some covered conveyors now. Pretty sure I have some left. Yeah, I do. Okay. So we're going to have covered conveyors running into this interface as well. And holy crap, no. Why would you do that? Okay, good. Just making sure it's also running this right direction. So, I mean, it's cool that you can get the covered conveyors to go slopes like that, but yeah, not what I wanted to have happen. And then we can do a drop-in conveyor right there. And so we should be good to go. And if I was to take these 10 compressed now, drop them there, and go in that interface. Right, and oh yeah. And then we'll just run, excuse me, a cable like so, right? Can I make that jump? Nope. Okay. There we go. Excuse me. So now any auto crafting recipes from these will go into there. One thing I really should look at though is let's look up the compressed iron again. We'll go here and we'll just hit this recipe. All right, so we could do compressed iron blocks at a time. So this is a 2-ingredient recipe. We need milk and green dye for that. I'm not sure how well that'll work. We can do 4 packed ice into a blue ice. Okay. 4 ice into packed ice. Stone into compressed stone. 1 wheat into 3 wheat flour. That's an idea. See, wheat flour, we can turn it into sourdough. But we need to get the yeast culture thing going. So I might put that into our favorites for now and come back to it later maybe. Let's do a recipe for the transistor and see how well the crafter can handle multiple recipes. Kind of curious here. So, transistor U, like so. Create. We'll put that one into the left small chamber. I don't think this is going to work very well because that interface can only hold one type of item at a time. But because of how the interface works, it might work out okay. But here, before you start, you're okay. You're cleared out. Good. Yeah, machine doesn't accept item. And it's not showing processing on any of these because it can't put all 3 items in at once. It's saying that is a no-go. Which is why the bigger one still has a hopper on it. It can accept up to 5 items at a time. And yeah, it doesn't look like it actually put anything in there. So that's what I was wondering about. The crafter isn't patient enough to hold on to one item or hold on to the other 2 items while the first item is being dealt with. Because as far as the refined storage system knows, this is never going to work, so we're not even going to try. And so, a bit unfortunate there, but, what are you going to do? And I just realized I still have these 3 bins over here. Like, I've got a bunch of dirt over here that should probably go into the storage system. Now, granted, this stuff's getting trash canned via dirt. Yeah, we only go up to 16,300 in this system right now for that. I don't think I'm really ever going to need more than 16,000 dirt, though. So I think we're good. Let me go ahead and get this out there. And also, it's really not that hard to get dirt. So this is cobbled deep slate. Okay. That's weird. Just all of a sudden, I was strafing sideways, and all of a sudden, my keyboard's just like, no, you're dead. You're good. All right, so back to pressurized recipes. What am I going to use that other small one for? I can put a hopper in if I need to. I'd just rather not. All right, and we'll go here. We could use it to make diamonds, but I don't really need diamonds that much. Make ice out of snow. Compressed iron. I don't really need compressed stone for anything, is the problem. I mean, it counts as regular stone for crafting recipes and whatnot. But other than that, I think it's just a decorative block. I mean, yeah. If I want to use that one, I have to put a hopper onto it instead. I have to put an intermediary storage unit of some flavor. It can be anything, really. Which is a shame. But if I do that, then I can have another crafter for... let's see, yeah, you would go into this item hopper instead. Yeah, let's get some sort of storage device. Probably a hopper, honestly. We'll just go ahead and get one of these rapid hoppers. I don't think it'll make a difference onto how fast it can move items in there, because I think the interface itself actually pulls items out. Although, I mean, it was kind of slow. You are empty now. Okay, good. You have those too? Yep. All right. Get in there. Thank you. And go ahead and disconnect all that. Get our crafter back. There it goes. A little bit of server lag for a second there. Oh. Right, cool. I got it back. And then I can... Oh, that's right, because it's a completed pressure chamber. I'm like, why is that working? There we go. Kind of fix that up a little bit. I'll probably have this one just do like andesite alloy and something else. And they are currently sitting, yeah. So I need to get air pressure over here, right? Some sort of air pressure supply. And, okay. Come on, thank you. Autopilot, and I right-click the door right after the door sensor opened it for me, so I shut it in my face. And that's always great, isn't it? Let's see, circuit board, PCB. I do need this recipe, actually, to go into my thing. An unassembled, actually, I need this recipe here, the empties. And then let's just go ahead and look at our andesite alloy. This stuff here. Let's do that. So andesite alloy will go into that item hopper. Empty PCBs will go into this item hopper. And there we go. So just update the pages there. So I should, by rights, be able to make empty PCBs now. And I can make finished PCBs. I just can't make these unassembled ones. And this is going to be an auto crafting, just auto processing thing going in the background, not crafting. And I could set it up with Crafter so the system knows how to work it, but that whole process does take quite a while, and I don't want the machine, my refined storage system just sitting there going, oh, come on. So it'll be one of those things I'll have to batch craft every once in a while. I could set it up. I could have it set up with a detector so that if I have less than, say, let's go over here, say less than like 10 of the unassembled PCBs, that it'll kickstart, or it'll start requesting empty PCBs to go into the, it would be the light box first, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then from there, it can go into the etching acid tank. That would be a thing I could do. Probably going to have that somewhere else. This is just going to be my pressure chamber building. And I'm just going to kind of separate out my pneumaticraft because of how the air pressure works. But I figured I'd come in, I'd show off at least that little bit of progress. Need to do something with that. And I wonder, dang, I just did it to myself again. Do we have our copy paste gadget over here still? Yes. Do we have, it was a bunch of stairs, wasn't it? It's like oak stairs, and wasn't it like spruce stairs too, or something like that? That I had left behind? What are those up there? Where it's missing? Nope, those are oak stairs. Okay. Can I just, Oh, you're still on the same thing there. Just says template build now. What the heck? Make adjustments. Okay. Oh, are you? No, you're in paste mode. I think it's been too long for me to get those stairs up and automatically. Okay. That's something I could look at. How bad were jetpacks again? Yeah. It's gated behind the mecha suit, which is actually not terrible. Let's look at our the mecha suit. Let's say the boots, right? Okay, I need pneumatic boots. Okay, I need 2 air blowers from Compressed Creativity, 2 resonant components, 2,000 millibuckets, and I need 2 unobtainium. That's actually very doable. I mean, these air blows are not expensive, so I could start working on a mecha suit. I am going to need a lot of power to charge up my mecha suit, though. And I mean, we have the mecha suit, but we don't have mechanism to provide obscene amounts of power. Immersive engineering can also do pretty good, but yeah, the multi-blocks thing, right? That is a lot of recipes I've done so far. There are so many recipes in this pack. All right, let's go ahead and put those away. Not going to work for right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. So yeah, I need to work on air pressure for this, and I need to actually get the building put up. All right, we're back, and been doing some work around the place. I really should do something to dress this area up now, because I really only need access to just a single block of this. I got a new shader. This is the... Oh, what was it again? I forgot already. It is Darkfire. And I got that off of my Amazon. What do we got for today's deals anyway? I haven't checked. So I did get those chicken crates last episode. Projectile protection 2, I'll pass. I'll take a couple balloons, though. And that's kind of it, isn't it? Okay. But I went over here and didn't really do a whole lot over there yet. Trying to decide what I want to do with the inside of the station down there. But I went ahead and put lanterns on my bridge. And this is just a double T support and then thin steel pole with a immersive lantern on it. But it definitely helps light up the walk across the bridge, which is nice. And then I went ahead and took my walkway all the way up to here. And I'm thinking I might have a pathway like here-ish somewhere. Heading off that way. Or I might continue, you know, we have here, but I might continue this up here and have some sort of transportation system set up. We do have like maglev rails. We have holographic rails too, actually. The downside of that, maglev, not bad. Requires a lot of silica steel. Requires levitation lubricant, which we can get into. There is the light speed, which requires these hard light lenses and packed ice and maglev. Hard light lenses, though, require glass spines, which is smelted vitric cactus. Can only grow in desert climates. And there's no like close recipe for it or anything. We look here. This, I'm guessing, is desert climate. Up here, that's a savanna plateau. So it might grow in this area. Up here, I have not seen any of it. But the good news is, if I do find some, I could try. We've got hot shrubland. That would probably be a good spot for it. This is just a steppe. That looks like normal plains then. Highlands, which is where I'm kind of living in. But we've got this hot shrubland right here. And this is our excavator right here. So we've already got a rail station over here where I could actually set up like a vitric cactus farm. I just have to find it first. This is all beach, so that wouldn't count. What is... See that shape right there? That is oddly regular. All right, so over here at the excavator, it is still pulling ore from the ground. Whenever this thing runs out, these buckets will actually come up empty. It will keep running, which, yeah, not the greatest. They're Might be a way. Do I have my... Just had a thought here. Redstone wires. 2 channels. Crusher. No. Excavator. Here we go. Outputs the signal relative to the remaining ore in the vein. That would be a good idea to actually hook up. And when it outputs a signal of 0, then we know, hello tropical fish, that it's done with. And there's a cave under this desert island over here. That's kind of cool. Oh, look, we got a snake over here. Oh, we got coconuts. So, yeah, that just strikes me as kind of weird right here. Nope. Oftentimes when you find a regular shape like that in a desert biome or whatnot, it's because there is a spawner down there. So that is wild cabbage. Cool. I also realized I don't really have sugarcane hooked up anymore, do I? What do you use for? Hello, Thunder. Blocks, sand castles, which I've not made yet. Still, I think. We got an azalea tree here. Means there's a lush cave below us. And then we've got the coconut trees. Look at you. Thank you. You did not give me your claw, though. Just taking a quick peek for any shipwrecks while we're in the area. And I'm not seeing any. This is a sudden drop-off, though, isn't it? I mean, it just... boom. Deep water. Which, you know, works, so... one thing I'm going to have to do, probably off camera, because it's going to be a lot of journeying, is try to find those Bitric cactus. Because I've never played with the light speed rails before, and I want to. Hello. Hey. There you go. Oh, there goes the golem. He is locked onto that skeleton and it's dead. And now there's a zombie who's dead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess he wandered over from this village over here. And let's see. Yeah, this would be, I imagine, an area where it might grow, but it's not an actual true desert. Hello, I fell. All right, made it back home. It's still raining. I made a sandcastle, though. Okay, I need sand to put it on, but I guess it makes sense, right? You're not going to build a sandcastle on, you know, grass or whatever. Let's get another one just in case I like him a lot. Oh, also, I made my, I finished my pneumaticraft building. Well, my pressure chamber building, anyway. And got a couple tables and chairs here from Builder's Delight. We come in here. This is Okram. And, I mean, it's close enough to, like, the brass that I didn't use the nether brass pillars here. I used sun metal, which kind of works. I like that color combination, actually. It looks better this way than it does that way, though. Like, that's too bright of a pillar for the amount of it there. And this goes really good with this, and it's just light enough to kind of offset it a bit. Got some lanterns down. We got ourselves our door sensors. I've got a caution sign on the giant air chamber here, which does have, you know, 4 volume upgrades in it, so I can do a lot of crafting with what is sitting in here right now, air pressure wise. There's a lot of air. But and then I have a capacitor up there. Well, no, not a capacitor. Accumulator. And that is just how I'm getting power into the building. Is through here. It's just a medium voltage. Works just fine. If I didn't do a slab ceiling, I could have probably brought the power over to the top of the building rather than the balloons. And I'm thinking that right about here, I might want to put another balloon down. Just because of that reason right there. And I'll need you. I'll need you. And I should have a relay in my bag still. So, there you go. Oh, and over here, I put an exit sign over the door. So there's actually a door sensor right there. Just sometimes, like 1 time out of 10, it just doesn't work. So, grab our wire cutters, and I still have my sandcastles to put down. But, whack. Thank you. Let's go ahead, get you wired back up over to here. And I've got sand. It's the easiest place to actually kind of determine where you want your wires to go. Because you can place the balloons from the ground, whatnot. You can, do that, place them midair. But if you want them to get an exact height, which I think those are 5 blocks up, so it would be like 6 blocks up from this point here. And yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. There we go. And relay. You can connect over to here. To there. There we go. And then from there, click the balloon by accident to here. There we go. And that gets the wire up and out of the way just enough. I should probably do something different here than the steel wall mount, but honestly, that steel wall mount was enough of a pain to get to place the correct direction that I really don't want to mess with it right now. Okay, let's go ahead and put that down. Oh, sandcastles don't stack. There we go. Hey, we got ourselves sandcastle. Now, do they have any variation to them at all? Nope. Exactly the same. Okay. I just thought over the Terraria sandcastles, which it's block dependent, where you place them down, you get a different castle each time. But still cool. I mean, I don't know why I put these in, but we have them now. Still need to do the roof in here. I'm thinking I might actually stick with the oakum slabs because I like how it looks with the sun metal, the oakum, and the treated wood. And then over here, go in here, we've got some Duraplast blocks in here, let a little additional light in. We've got steel framed windows in the wall there, just to let some natural light in. These are the ceiling edge lights, and I've got them kind of I need to finish that up there. I don't have any treated wood on me, though. There's like 2 dirt blocks up there. Because we are still recessed into the hill a bit, so. Which is why there's no window over here, because I got to looking at it, and it's like, I could put like a single block here, but I'd have to cut this back otherwise. But all in all, I'm fairly happy with that. It's kind of plain on the front. I might bring this down a tick and put more windows in, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I do have my rotational compressors here. I do need a few other things, though. Do we have any chain drives left? We do. Okay. So in case chain drives will help. And I need motor, right? Need an electric motor. And I'm going to need a safety mechanism of some sort. So actually, let's go ahead and get ourselves a redstone breaker. I did not teach it. Okay, I need to make one of those myself, but I didn't teach it high voltage or repeaters. Okay. So repeater, I definitely should teach this thing. All right. One of you. Let's go ahead and get the pulse repeater too. Thank you. And that is brass sheet. Okay. I don't think I taught the brass sheets yet. I actually ran out of room so far for my things. Gears is full and plates is full, so I need 2 more crafters over there to finish up. And I need to remember brass sheet is a thing too. I'll remember it eventually when I go to craft something that requires it, and it'll tell me no. All right. So the breaker, I need one of the components, right? Yeah, I need a component which is treated wood slab, quartz, electrum wire. Okay. Which I do have some. Okay, cool. Treated wood slab. Quartz, which I need to go for a run for. And redstone dust. We are going to go for crafting components, and there we go. All right, so let's try our breaker again here. Missing a high voltage connector. Control click to auto craft that, start. And then, are you being finicky because it was, oh, you are, okay. Because it was in the crafting grid, the refined storage system doesn't actually see these items. So, I completely spaced out about, I forgot about that part. Okay, so now I just need from Pneumaticraft a way to detect pressure. And we can get by with, where did my, because we have the pressure gauge. I had made the thing, didn't I? One of you? Why I hit, oh, I hit R on that one, not you. Whoops. Safety tube module, no. I wanted the, oh, that's right, because of this thing, I can't, it's a module that goes on rather than a solid block that takes place of a pipe. I had one of the, oh, there it is, okay. Oh, well, I'll just go ahead and make another one. So, I need a comparator of some sort. But this, you know, I mean... Alright, so... Whoop, fell off. That's why I put these staggered metal steps here. They're on all my pressure chambers now. Which, I mean... Oh, what was it? No, Z does that. The hell was all that about? Wow. Yeah, it turns out by default, Z is toggle minimap for zeros and toggle all waypoints for journey map and sit. So, had to fix that real quick. But I need to figure out a way to pull redstone power out of, like, well, pressure chambers, can't do it. I checked that already. There is the universal sensor. from Pneumaticraft. Flexible device can monitor a wide selection of block, entity, and world conditions and emit a redstone signal as needed. So what I'm thinking of is let's go ahead and get ourselves one of these. We need a seismic sensor. Okay. No block, huh? That's the first one I had to make. All right, and we should have that. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to need another repeater now. That control click to autocraft required ingredients is one of the best things Refined Storage ever added. That is so good. Right, so if I put you here, and guess what I forgot? All right, now that I have pressure tubes, let's hook you up. And oh, is that for GPS right there? Information. Just independent block position, which is also okay. Area tool is inserted. Okay. Monitor an area. No sensor selected. Insert the required upgrades and select the. Okay. So add in up. We have the block tracker. Okay, that is highly informative. The next one that we have access to apparently is this one. A little like shocked vase. That one here is the dispenser upgrade. Okay, so that's supposed to be a dispenser icon. And the last one is like the done phase, which is the entity tracker. Right. Which the entity tracker in the minigun is really cool, but it's homing. I don't think this is going to do what I want. Because all that I really want, there we go, just do that and waste some air pressure. I just want to keep track of how much air pressure is in the system. I was hoping I could track this, but the block sensor tracks block position, which would be good for, you know, tree farms and so on and so forth. But it doesn't track data in the like multi-blocks or whatnot. Right, so what I guess I could do is I also have module expansion cards for this thing here. Say if I was to put a pipe here in there, right? And then I could put you, say, here. Oh, it does dead end into it. Oh, that is awesome. That makes it even better, really. Right about now, though, I am missing some of the RF Tools things. Like a repeater that I could put on a wall instead of on a solid block. Right, if I was to go ahead, though, and give that a whack. Emit a signal when let's say 2.0 bars, right? Emit when greater than. Oh god, that is awesome. Okay, but this is all I need, right? And the 2.0 bar right now is just to see what's going on. So if I went ahead and grabbed some of the redstone stuff from Immersive, okay, a couple of those is perfect. And why did you drop there? It's just, it's more you crafted up. And probably just like a redstone lamp, I think would work. One of you. And we're going to put that away, right? Dude. Sometimes you have to swing to the side a little bit to get it to work like you want it to. But it has to be placed on the vertical face of a block, so basically the side. I swear that breaks quicker with my hand than it does with a pick. Okay, well, enough doing things. All right, so can I put you here and you say there on the face of that? No, it doesn't connect. This isn't a full block either. You are going to be input signal. You will be output on the same channel. They work. All right, perfect. I couldn't get it to work with the probe, but now that the module is directly outputting a redstone signal rather than trying to read information from it, works a whole lot better. So, next question. Is this light going to get in the way? And I hope not. No, no, no. No, not. No. Stop. You need to pass into that aspect of it right there. So can I hammer this and rotate? Yes, okay. And there's the little redstone dealy bob there. And you, of course, do that. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and grab this. We'll come back to that later. Put you here. Set you to output. There we go. Breaker side 1. And I'm going to be using these guys, I think, because I can't make flux compressors yet because I haven't set up the actual multi-block. Although a flux compressor would be ideal for in here, and it would make this so much. Oh, I did see. So much easier, but yeah. So yeah, you don't rotate with this wrench, but if we go here. Okay, so you only set up that way. In a vertical orientation, I can't turn them sideways or anything. All right, so instead, I think for now, we're going to have this just run 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3 would be right here. And here. And we're just going to set up our power in a little wall back here, and we just actually, feed through insulators, let light through. All right, well, that's interesting to know. But now I can do this, and hopefully now you just want a connector, don't you? I can do a connector. I mean, you to there. Set you to output on white. Don't like how that looks, though. Can I? Oh, I can rotate. Huh, cool. That does look a little bit better when it's rotated sideways. All right, cool. So we should have power here. This should be outputting energy right now because it is greater than 2 bars. And I'll change that later on. But what I need then is I need you guys. And okay, thank you for facing weirdly. Just holding shift. There we go. And that's when these guys come in. Because apparently these things are directional, and I completely missed that the first time I was looking at it. Motor is on my hotbar, that's why I can't find it. I think 192 was the max I could get. And you notice these things are not turning. This thing has no power. Now, what is your pressure at? See, we're at the point where, well, I'm not hooking this up right now. So what I could do is just let this kind of run. And hey, I got the direction right the first time around. They're all three producing pressure. All right, so let me just switch this back to there because these will blow themselves up. They each have a bar of pressure inside of them right now. All right, so I just have to hook these guys up to here then. And that should not be really all that difficult. Like that. Now, how much pressure did I just bleed off? 4. It's still dropping because it's equalizing pressure among everything in here. All right. There was a way to like cover these, wasn't there? I'm not too worried about it right this second. We're going to set this to 4.5. Let's put it to like 4.6 just because. And I just kind of buggered up. Because now they're not producing anything. No, I buggered up because I put the wrench in. Remember the days before screwdrivers, and that's why I keep forgetting to actually grab one. All right, you are currently set to output on white. Emit when lower than 4.6, right? I want to emit when higher than 4.6. Oh. Well, you know, one thing that would help is to actually have that hooked up. They are spinning. Awesome. 4, 5, 3, 4. And it actually is building up pressure relatively quick here. Emitting redstone. And right now our pressure is actually equalizing. See, these are 4.7 bars. But now they're kind of falling back off. Maybe I should have you at like 4.3. I don't think there's anything that requires that much pressure. At this point, it's just for, yeah, emitting redstone signal at 15. Okay. There we go. But now everything is equalizing out. We should have automatic air without a problem now. All right, figured it out. Camouflage activate applicator, right? And yeah, it's also handy just to have this thing in your hand because of this. Which is what I was kind of checking out. You can see all the, well, thank God it doesn't highlight the pressure chambers, but anything else that requires pressure. So I'm guessing it's anything you can camouflage, maybe. But I do need air pressure in this thing. But I mean, nothing else. It's a really good way of seeing where the hell everything is. Oh, you might need speed upgrades. Look at that. That is not fast. Yeah, so all this breaker switch does is when you give it a redstone signal, it prevents power from flowing through it. Pretty easy, and it's a good way to shut things off like, say, an excavator. I may end up doing that. Replace one of my relays with a breaker switch. Because it'll effectively work as a relay in its own route. Plus, you can shut power off, which kind of nice. You are, yeah, it probably should be good enough. So, right-click any camouflage block to apply remove. Right-click any other block to record the block's appearance. Okay. And then we can come over here and, hey, look at you. Easy as can be. And you know what? For now, you're just going to live in here. We can just charge up for a bit. But we have, well, 4.5 bars, so not bad. And every once in a while, for brief periods of time, that electric motor will turn on, provide pressure, and then shut off. And nice and safe, and I don't have to worry about overcharging lines, trying to get this taken care of, because this is literally the only thing I'm running off of this setup. So, I'll call that good. All right, so one thing I did want to get to work on was actually some more machines over stuff over here. Like these are all working good. I need to get more crafters in here. I can request crafters from over here. Need 2 more of you. There we go. And it was plates and gears, right? So your plate. So what I can do then is just you. And gears was number 3, right? Yeah. Of course it's number 3. You know what? Stuff it. It's, yeah, this one here. So, there we go. And are you going to face the right way for me? Nope. Maybe we should do that, right? Why are you like this? Oh, but the other one placed just fine. Ah, dang it. Did not mean to break that block too. Why are you playing silly buggers right now? No, stop. Dang it. I don't want to have to go get my pneumatic wrench. Alright, whatever. You know what? It's in my storage system, so it's not that hard to grab out. It's a pneumatic wrench, didn't I? Refined wrench. There you are. Blasted thing. There. So that problem there is fixed, and I need to dress this area back here up a little bit more. Not sure how to do that quite yet, but let's go here and sheet, brass sheet. I can go here, and if we look at, why didn't you? I just saw what happened. Because this is one here I need to fill this hole in as well, right? I renamed this crafter plates, but because of weirdness. Dang it. Not really weird. It didn't behave as expected. I figured that this would be looking at this crafter, which has been renamed to plates, and it would also go, hey, I'm looking at plates. I must be plates. No, it's looking at this crafter, which is looking at this barrel, which has no name. So it went through and decided to do a little game of silly buggers on me. That's what happened. Man, it's been happening a lot around here. All right, so What I can do to get around that then. Oh, yes, I'm going to need to put that back. You. I'm going to rename the barrel to plates. Really? It chipped my anvil? Huh. And I can put that back. There we go. So, not the best solution. I should rename the gears one as well. I'm not going to, though. You didn't get out, did you? You upstairs? Freaking otter got out, really? Oh, no, there you are. Okay. So I have this wonderful pattern for the brass sheet. We go over to here now, and that didn't work. Bugger. That's... unfortunate. So I guess what I can do is... give me that. Just rename this one plates. And see, that one placed correct. What? Like, what? All right, whatever. Three blocks over then, okay. Really? Here. And now... well, I almost screwed that up anyway, so... I had the gears, my extra gears one here, on the wire. And see, now that one won't play... whatever. You're placed. The lack of consistency is kind of annoying. Oh well, at least going in there and doing that actually made it so I, didn't... so I realized my screw up pretty quickly. I have not programmed any more recipes in there, which, yeah. It's not going to be difficult unless... I'll actually have to go over those recipes. Just had a thought. As long as two machines don't use the same blocks in the top and bottom three here, and don't juxtapose them, we should be okay-ish. Which I don't think there are any that do that. And no, so far we're looking good. Okay, two of them did use depots, which is going to be an issue, I think. That is the fluid encapsulator. And the multi-servo press. The problem with this being is the press is in the middle. And yeah, on the encapsulator is the other two. So I'll have to choose one or the other. but I think besides that, we're okay. Wait a second. Fan. That is the magma crucible. And fan. Look at this. For the blast chiller. I'll have to make a choice between those two as well. Okay. Right. So we can take over to here now, though. Barrel. And this is just for our machines, which making a choice is probably not the worst thing anyway. But hey, plates. We actually have 2 crafters here now. And that'll just make it a little bit easier to put recipes away. And if we look back at plate, we went up to, we got nickel, electrum, constantin, signalum. I do need lumium plates, though. I need the brass sheets, and Enderium plates don't really do anything. You can recycle them back into Enderium, so it's not a problem. Invar plate, I think I skipped over. Because the only thing I've crafted that I think would be the auxiliary process sieve, but I might as well. Now that I have the extra crafter, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, Sign signing out. Have fun.